Hi, everybody. So, welcome to yet another exciting episode of Marketing Demystified. I'm Harpreet, your host for this channel. And this channel is, as you all know, for the marketeers, by the marketeers, and of the marketeers. We have successfully completed first season in which we had industry experts and people from academia discussing different aspects of marketing. This is the second season wherein we are discussing sectoral specific marketing. Let me quickly give you a brief introduction of myself. I'm Harpreet. I head marketing for Kangaroo Group. I have about 22 years of experience in marketing, consumer insights, business development, and I have worked with organizations of high repute in the past, like IBM, HCL, American Express, EvalueServe, some bit with MasterCard, Oak Ridge Publishing, LexisNexis, and now with Kangaroo Group. Today, I welcome a very special guest. We have Monika Mishra. She heads marketing for MobiKwik. I will request Monika to quickly introduce herself.
Hi, thank you, Harpreet. My name is Monika, and I'm head of marketing at MobiKwik. My experience in marketing has spanned over a decade, and I have worked on some of our favorite brands, namely Lay's, Quaker, and Mountain Dew. I have also worked with the Government of India as a strategy consultant, and now I am in Fintech, where we are building products that create real impact and drive financial inclusion. And marketing as a field has been a passion. And I am an alumni of the Indian School of Business. Aside of work, I am an avid mountaineer. I have scaled Mount Kilimanjaro and Everest Base Camp, among others. And I'm a people's person. I always look forward to meeting new people. And yeah, that's largely about me.
Great. That's an amazing resume, Monika. So, in mountaineering or in love for hills, we share a common passion. I mean, we will connect post this call
Lovely.
as well, right? I mean, they just give you a kind of peace, and it's very serene. But
Yeah.
that's a different discussion altogether. So great, welcome, and thanks once again for taking time out on a Sunday afternoon. So before we start the discussion, like the discussion is completely about sectoral marketing or marketing in your specific sector. So I will request you to first of all introduce MobiKwik to the audience. What does MobiKwik do? And also, what does this particular sector entail? The
Sure.
fintech sector.
Sure. So MobiKwik is a fintech organization. And here, MobiKwik, what we are trying to do is to create a digital banking platform, which creates real impact. So financial inclusion is the ultimate objective that the organization is trying to achieve. Now, in India, we still have around 10% unbanked users. So these are the people who don't have access to the formal banking. And imagine somebody willing to start a business and but does not get access to the loan. There can be two reasons. First, he doesn't have bank to his rescue, or even if he has bank, he doesn't have a financial history so that bank can assess and consider him eligible for this loan. So that's the state of affairs, and that's what MobiKwik and the entire fintech industry is trying to change, bring more and more people into the financial fold so that they become eligible, or probably they get access to the products which are actually required for any person's financial well-being. So fintech stands for financial technology. So we are trying, this industry employs technology to create products which redefine the way we used to pay our bills or make investments, or really we used to do banking. Now the objective is to make financial services more accessible, more affordable, and convenient for both the
Right.
individuals and the businesses. So
Okay.
that's largely the industry, and MobiKwik is a prominent player. It's one of the pioneers in the fintech industry in the country.
So can we say that MobiKwik is NBFC?
No. And MobiKwik is a digital platform which connects. It's backed by NBFC. So MobiKwik would connect an NBFC to the ultimate customer. So
Okay.
that's largely the
Okay.
industry.
Okay. Okay. Right. Right. Great. So what is the role of marketing in this because fintech, you are right in saying that there is a lot of unbanked population, unbanked population in India, and then a lot of the institutes, NBFC, banking institutes, non-formal banking sector, they are trying to integrate them into the mainstream. And of course, not just them, but everybody needs technology-enabled financial services. All of us, I mean, gone are the days when we would stand in a queue in a bank trying to pay our bills, or trying to get the passbook completed. Those days are, I think, long gone. So what is the role of marketing in this entire sector? What role do you play in your business?
See, it's not really just creating innovative products that would create impact. Those products must be presented to the right set of people. And even before that, this education that we really need such products is required. And that's where marketing comes in the picture. Uh, we are at a stage where we first have to educate the customer that a problem exists. For example, your money in your savings account is not doing the real work, it's underutilized. So, first educating the problem, then conveying them the solution that, oh, how you can put this money to use. So, financial literacy is one thing where marketing plays a major role. Secondly, educating the people about these products that are being created is the second. There is a huge adoption bias currently in the country where people really don't want, they have this inertia of transitioning from the traditional financial habits that they have created to the recent new ones. So, again, breaking this adoption bias is one place where marketing plays a major role. And largely understanding what the consumer requires, because the trends change, our priorities also change. So, listening to the customers, bringing the insights to the innovation to the team here is one work. Secondly, whatever work is being created, communicating it to the end user. So that's where marketing comes in picture.
Absolutely. Right. So what is the, I mean, so two things which you mentioned. One is understanding the consumer and consumer insights, and obviously bringing that to the team so that they can add innovation, or they can add improvisation to the product. And then obviously whatever you guys are doing, spreading awareness about that. That's I think the basic premise of marketing in any organization, right? Even if I were to take a leaf back and correlate it to what we are doing in so my company is in stationery industry, and then FMCG also is a segment. So whatever consumer insights we get, pain points, needs, aspirations of consumers, we build that back, or we loop that back into the product. And then whatever we have created, we generate awareness so that consumer is able to adopt that. So those 2 points I could relate to. What is the structure of your marketing team? In either it could be MobiKwik or it could be a fintech sector. What is the typical structure of a marketing team in a fintech uh, industry? Or you could take example of your also, if you are comfortable sharing that.
Absolutely. So these are digital first organizations. And here, the setup of a marketing team is very different from a traditional marketing organization. Reason being, here, the team includes experts who are responsible to maintain the online presence and to take care of the customer engagement. Hence, in my team, we have digital marketing specialist. We have SEO, the search engine analyst, and the experts. Then we would have a larger chunk of content creators. There would be graphic designers, there would be motion designers. Then one very important role is of a customer engagement and a community manager. Then on the brand side, there are brand managers, there are project managers. So in a digital first organization, the boundaries are also decided. So there's digital marketing, there is brand marketing. So that's how the teams are designed.
So in digital marketing, I think typically it is always structured like that. You have SEO, then you have SEM specialist, then you have website maintenance team. Then
Right.
on the brand management side, what all do you have?
There would be marketing specialists. There would be people who would work on the insights. There would be content creators who would actually, whatever insights you derive, they would create the actual content. Then, like in any other organization, there would be a creative team who would work on the campaigns, if at all. Then, so largely the brand managers who would oversee. the brand health part of the
Perspective.
business, and the
Perspective. Right.
digital team looks after digital presence.
Great. So, what are some of the KPIs in a fintech sector, which marketing head or which director marketing has to focus on, or it could be a KPI of the marketing team itself? So,
Again,
for
I would
example,
broadly
to substantiate that question, I would say, so for example, um, a KPI of a product-based sector, there the biggest KPI is to generate revenues. Of course, then you can bring it into different subsectors. So NPS, Net Promoter Score, could be one. Like I said,
yeah.
revenue generation could be one. Then there are subsectors. So, for example, website traffic, top of the mind brand awareness, unaided brand awareness. Those are the ones. In fintech sector, what are some of the typical KPIs which you have?
So I would broadly classify into two buckets. One would be the digital marketing performance. Now here the KPIs are website or the app traffic, conversion rate, click-through rate, customer acquisition cost, social media engagement, email marketing matrices, search engine rankings. So that's on the digital marketing front. On the brand KPIs, there would be brand awareness, customer loyalty, net promoter score, brand equity, content engagement, brand equity, I think I mentioned. Yeah, so that's largely brand and the digital marketing.
Course, the overall revenue which we are not accountable for, or which we are not responsible for, but we are accountable for, is revenue generation, right? Revenue
Yes,
generation and lead generation for the sales team.
absolutely.
Great. So, what would be the typical marketing budget in your industry? Is it 1 to 5%, 5 to 10%, or more than that?
See, it's very subjective, depends upon the industry, the competitive landscape, the stage at which the business is, and what are the current priorities. But very broadly speaking, I think 5% of the annual revenue is a good marketing budget.
Good marketing budget. And where would you park the lion's share of this marketing budget? Will it be offline? Will it be online? Will it be digital? In digital, is it more to do with website maintenance and SEO, or is it more on running the ads? Where do you see the majority of the budget being spent of this 5%?
See, again, like it's the digital first company, so most of the energies goes into conversing with with the customer who is present on the digital platforms, and hence your performance marketing takes a major chunk, plus collaborations, for example an influencer partnership or a celebrity partnership would take the other part of the chunk. There is still BAU, so business as usual communication that keeps on happening. That would be the third bucket. So largely these influencer, the performance marketing, and
The
the
digital bit,
the digital marketing.
right? So the last question for this section: what are the top three campaigns in your marketing career? You could take
So
example from your current experience also, or anything from your past experience.
sure. So I have worked in a traditional marketing setup also, in a digital first company also. Now, when I was at PepsiCo, again, the stint has been in the trade marketing and in the brand marketing, and I have my favorites in each of these. So when I was working in the trade side, now here you don't have the ATL power. You have to make the consumer feel that you exist in the store. And there, what we did was that if you move from the Delhi to Punjab highway, every dhaba had a full curtain of the potato chips that we used to sell, Lays, the curtain of Lays, and Lays comes in very fancy colors, red, green, blue Lays. It was like a curtain. We called it Parda Drive. Now, when we were planning, we never realized that it would look so good. So that was an offline campaign that came to life and better than how we had imagined. That's one. Second, Lay's was facing an issue that while it is one of the biggest chips in the potato chips in the country, uh, they were stagnating and they wanted to add new flavors. That's when Lay's Max, the sub brand under Lay's, launched a new flavor called Lay's Max Peppery Cheddar. And we got Ranbir Kapoor and Bipasha Basu to talk about it. Now, it's anyways coming from the house of Lays, so there was conversations around, but it was a very witty campaign. And we created with a lot of love. It got perceived with even more love. So that's the second campaign that I take pride in. The third one is the recent one at MobiQuick. We got Manoj Bajpayee on the brand, and that's because MobiQuick says MobiQuick actually is a very authentic brand. While fintech industry is huge, MobiQuick is creating those products which would target those users who are really in need of it. So, as authentic the brand, the choice of the celebrity was equally authentic. And Manoj Bajpayee came on the brand. We talked about the credit card bill payment feature of MobiQuick, a series of 4 films, very witty, and exactly how we wanted the films to be. The consumer had shown a lot of love. The business had also seen great results after the campaign got out. So, yeah, that's the third campaign.
Great. So let us end this section with this question. So how does your typical day look like?
So, I mean, it's never defined and it's never a dull day. So every day is a set of new challenges and something new coming up. But largely, so I start my day by looking at the KPIs and how, if at all, a campaign is ongoing or how the previous day was. So analytics, I start my day with analytics, then starts the team meetings where we discuss if there is anything important that needs my attention. Next is emails and the normal conversations that happen. After that is the planning time where either it is the strategy planning or it is content planning or it can be any new campaign planning. So planning and approvals take the second half of the first half. Then the later half of the day is for collaboration. So and in marketing, you work with multiple stakeholders.
Yes.
So meeting the teams, discussing the performance, discussing if any new thing has to happen, that would be there. And the later, I mean, I end the day by discussing budget management. How is the P&L looking like? What new can we pick up? How can we improve ourselves? So, and in the week, I dedicatedly take out time for one, research to stay up to date of what's happening in the industry. Second, on team building. So that's largely how the
And
day
then of
is.
course, and then of course, the biggest tick for the any marketer is ROI.
Oh
Whatever we have
yes,
spent, what is happening there?
that's with ROI discussion the day starts. So the
That is
KPI
starts.
analysis starts.
Yes, yes. Great. So thank you so much, Monica. So that brings us to the end of section one. We will soon be bringing the section two for this interesting conversation. Thank you so much and stay tuned. Thanks.